Hi everybody. I'm just gonna wait for some people to hop on since this is a live. I'm blinking a lot because my lashes are bothering me. Oops. I need to get better eyelash glue. So if you know any eyelash glue that's relatively cheap that I can get, can you drop it below, because this eyelash glue is not working. I can only put my eyelashes on for videos and pictures. Okay, so there's some people on it. So I entitled this live, but what do I get? And the reason why I entitled this live that is strictly because my company is different in direct sales than other companies, for the sole reason that I would rather you be my customer than join me. And the reason for that is, unless you're going to sell with my company, it would be more beneficial for you to be a customer. And it's very interesting because the more I learn about this company, the more I realize that it's all customer driven based. So our company is not a traditional MLM, a traditional direct sales company. Our company is more of a social retail selling site. So if you went to www.walmart.com.ca, you would get the same kind of environment at my company. The only difference is Walmart doesn't really give you, unless you have a Walmart MasterCard, it doesn't give you rewards for being a customer. So with my company, I am going to explain to you what you get. What's the benefit of being a customer? So what the benefit is all my first time customers get $10 off their order instantly. So that's $10 USD. And that's as a, hey, you want to try a product, you're not sure you want to invest all this money, here's $10 off. Give the product a try, see how you do. So that kind of comes right out of my bottom line. It takes points off of my end, right? So I would love for you guys to get the $10 off. It's an amazing deal. Now, what else do you get? If you decide that you want to join the Smart Ship program, which is not mandatory in my company, which is amazing because some companies are mandatory, you end up getting additional discounts. So if you join what we call the Smart Ship program, you will end up, if you have 5 products or less, you will get 10% off. If you have 8 products or more, you get 15% off, and the more products you add, the more percentage you get off. So there's 2 ways at being a customer that you get money back. That's just as a customer. Just signing up in my customer pod can potentially, it's been a long day, can potentially give you free products. So how that works, which is really neat. I don't know any other direct sales company that does this at all. I know companies online that do this that are solely customer based, but I know no other direct sale company that I know of does this. So if you sign up for a free customer in my customer pod and you tell other people about the products or about the company and you have them join under you, so you're a customer, you don't even need to buy anything, you haven't bought anything, but let's say you have before, you know something's good, and this is you, and you tell Sally, hey, you should join this product. Sorry, I'm having a hard time. You should join with a free account and take a look. And if Sally buys something, because she's linked to you, you get $10 off of Sally's, or $10 for Sally's first order. So you will earn $10 free products. So let's try this again, because I might not have been clear. You join my customer pod, you tell your friend Sally to join free site. You have an ID that comes after you join. You give Sally your link. Sally joins. Sally buys. You get $10 off of products. If you have purchased a product on Smart Ship, meaning you're on the monthly enrollment, and Sally buys on a Smart Ship, you get 25% of what Sally bought in free products. So let's go over that one more time, how being a customer with my company helps you. You sign up for free under my customer pod. You create your first order. You automatically get $10 off if you do a one-time order. If you do a Smart Ship, you'll get 10% off or 15% off, depending on what you order. Right off the bat. If you stay on a Smart Ship, you'll always get the 10 to 15% off. Or you join my customer pod, you get a link in your email, you tell your friends about it, and Sally and Bob and Marcy and Johnny join, and they purchase something, you get the $10 of free products for each order. If you're on a Smart Ship and they order on a Smart Ship, you get 25% of what they order. Now, I think it's up to a certain amount, but if you're honestly, if you got Sally and Bob and Johnny and Marcy and they're all ordering, you should be selling, right? Because then you're going to earn more money. But the reason why my company decided to do this is because we are a customer-driven company. So we want our customers to get the most out of this. In fact, you can't even find out how to join my company on my customer site. It doesn't even tell you. Because if you're interested in joining, then that's a completely different conversation. And we want to reward you for being a customer. And there's no other company out there that rewards you for getting, for word of mouth, right? Like you bought some probiotics and you tell Sally, hey, Sally, I bought these probiotics and they're amazing. You should grab some. Sally buys the probiotics, you instantly get free products. You want to know what's a good example of this? You go to dinner at Bob's house and you have a nice big steak or something, or a nice big vegan burger. I don't know, something, right? Try to appeal to everybody. And you say, hey, that was the best vegan burger or steak I've ever had. Where'd you get that? And Bob goes, Costco. And you're like, wow, yeah, you know what? I need to get myself a Costco membership because that was good. Costco didn't pay Bob. He didn't give Bob any free products for Sally joining Costco, but Sally just dropped $60, $80 to join Costco because Sally liked the product. With my company, similar thing. Come over, you go, hey, try this. Or, hey, have you seen my skin today? And they're like, yeah, what have you been doing? Oh, I've been using this product. Did you want to try it? And they're like, yeah, sure, I'd love to. Here's my link. You get money. So you don't have to invest in a kit. You don't have to invest your time. You don't have to do any of that. But you're still being rewarded. And you're being rewarded for being a good customer. And being a good customer is word of mouth. And I thought that was really interesting because there's no other company that I know that gives their customers their own link, like their own social retailing link. And you just get this link. It's basically like modere.com, and then it'll have like a / and like a number. And you get that link and you just throw it at your friends if they're like, hey, I notice you've been more active. I notice your skin's healthier. I notice you're feeling better. What the heck have you been using? And you're like, Modere. They're like, I need to try it. And you're like, okay, here's my link. $10 free products. Or Smart Ship, 25%. I just think that's amazing. And, I don't think that everybody knows that Modere works like that it's a social selling site. It's basically the same as like FitFab and those types of companies where it's like, here's a link. Get 10% off your free order. The only thing you have to be careful about with those companies, because I have gotten myself stuck in this, especially with Proactive. I mad. I get stuck in that. Your first order is $19.99, and then come to find out that I was actually stuck in an enrollment, and they're really good for telling you now. Sorry, I got to sit up. Like those, you know, bigger companies are like, just so you know, it's only this. But it gets tricky because it's like, yeah, you can have 40% off, but now you're stuck in a 3-month plan where we're automatically going to deduct your credit card. And it's really sneaky, right? And then you're stuck because there's a penalty for canceling. And you're like, what the? Well, we don't do that. We offer it, but it's not mandatory. And it's not a crazy amount because there is a company out there that the product is like $50 if you do the months, but then it's like $100 if you don't. And you're like, well, might as well do the 3. And that's why, because they want you to do the 3 months, right? Ours is only a couple of dollars, but it's nice because the longer you're in a smart ship, the longer you get, you know, your percentage off, the more you get, and you're first served. So if we have a product that's going to go out of stock, your smart ships will they'll be shipped first before any new orders can come in. So that's really good. But you have the option. There's 2 little buttons and it's like, this is a smart ship, this is regular. You get to the end and it's going to tell you, hey, you're enrolled every month as a smart ship. We're going to deduct your card every month for this product at the same time. So, you know, you get a warning. And you do get warnings with the other companies, but you just need to be careful because when a lot of other companies are offering, and not just any place, like even like those bra companies, I bought, what was it? Lingerie or something. And your first order was like 50% off. And then I realized that I got stuck into a 2-month contract and I was like, honestly, like I was so mad, but it was my fault because I didn't read the fine print, right? So you have to be careful. So with Modere, we don't do that. You have 2 options, regular price and the discount. And even with the regular price, if you're my first time customer, you're going to get $10 off automatically, or you get your regular 10%, 15% off for your smart ship. Anyway, I just wanted to pop on and talk about that because I don't think it's very publicly known. Also, joining me for free helps me because then you come into my customer pod and I can see who's in my customer pod, and it's actually very helpful for me. So if you want the link, you know what, I'm just going to drop it. And if I'm just going to put it in, Facebook doesn't like that, but I find some people don't want to come to you for the link because they feel like you're going to hound them, and I don't want to hound you, right? And I don't tend to hound, but I don't want to. So I'm just going to drop it below. And if you're interested, you can sign up and join my customer pod. Sorry, I just walked home. And it's very helpful for me, and it is free. And then you can stay up to date on anything that comes up, or if there's a deal or something. There's something else I was just going to mention. Oh, okay, so I am the only Canadian rep so far in my group, and I found this out. So here's a little trick for my Canadian girls, okay? We have more than 3 sites now, but we technically have 3 sites that most of my people will use. We have modere.com, modere.ca, and a global site. Modere.com is the American site. Obviously, modere.ca is the Canadian site. And then the global. The Canadian site only sells some body products, the liquid biocell, and I can't remember what else. For some reason, because Canada has such crazy laws, it's just the way it is. So if you're looking to get into the vitamins, which I am, and the probiotics that I showed you, you need to go to modere.com. And then up here, there's like a little globe. Click it and click global. Then it'll automatically ask you to create an account. So create an account and you use the code. I'll put the code separately so that you can get your $10 off. Because if you don't use me, you get auto-assigned to somebody, and then that person will have your email and stuff. And I'm telling you, you don't want to get auto-assigned to somebody else because you don't know what, I mean, they might be great, and then they might hound you 24/7, right? So make sure you use my code. And then you create your global site. You put in the code when you're going to order, and that's how you can get all the rest of the American products. So it's a little tricky. Hopefully that'll be fixed up, because when I first came in, I was like, I don't understand. So this is the Canada site. I don't understand. I'm Canadian. Is this all I can get? And they're like, no, you can go to the global site and you can get all the other products. It's just the way we have to have it right now. And I'm like, okay. So it is a little confusing, but anybody who wants to be walked through that, I can help you. The shampoo, like, I just ordered the shampoo. I'm sorry. And because I'm Canadian, it's on the Canadian site. So it's not on the global site, but your account is the same for all of them. So it's a little confusing, because I have my account and it's the same for everything. So I can get into the global, Canadian, American, and then my back office is my account for everything. But I just wanted to let people know that. And anybody who's already signed up with somebody else, hey, if you don't want to be signed up with them, no, I'm just joking. No, if you're signed up with somebody else and you're a Canadian and they're American and they don't understand, that's how you do it. You go to the global site to get all the American products, and then there's the Canadian site for the products that have been, I don't want to say cleared, but they're the ones that you're allowed, I don't know, you're allowed to sell in the Canadian government. They all go through the same standards in the factory, because Modere has its own factory. So Modere keeps its products at the Modere level and standard. And it was quite cute when I went to the convention in the United States, which might be an issue that Canadians have. In the United States, none of the herbal supplements go through the Drug and Administration program there, which is different in Canada, because all of our products go through that standard in Canada. But in America, none of them do. So if you buy a vitamin C from the pharmacy, it is not drug associated. It's not gone through the Health and Drug Association. In Canada, it has. So it's a little bit different in the States. And it's funny because Canadian laws are stricter than American laws when it comes to that. But Modere, the lady who was presenting, Margie Alaprande, she said, you know, when people ask me, have they gone through the Drug and Association, I tell them we wouldn't lower ourselves to that. Because in America, it's so much lower. The standard to get a vitamin and a mineral supplement, herbal supplement, cleared is so much lower than Modere standards. So I really love that they have such high standards, because in Canada, nothing can be sold unless it goes through that standard. So that's a little bit of knowledge for anybody who is on the team and doesn't know how it works in Canada. I'm trying to think of anything else. I talked about all the customer perks, but yeah, so that's how you do it. You can go to the Canadian site, and there's certain things on that site that's not on the global. Then you can go to the global site and get most of the minerals and everything. It's just set up that way right now because it just launched. So the Canadian government is still working its way through the system, and anybody who lives in Canada knows that our government is slow. So to be able to get the products out to everybody, they have a global site as well. So, sorry, I was just reading. Yeah, I'll read that in a second. But yeah, their FDA, so in the States, is, no offense, but it's crappy. So not that we're better in any way, shape, or form, but to get something passed in the United States at a supplement level is so, that's why they have, oh my God, honestly, I know I'm going to go on a tangent, but have you ever watched TV and you're watching like Jerry Springer and these lawyers come on and they're like drug chasers and like, have you taken naproxen? If you've taken naproxen in the last 6 weeks and have had bowel hemorrhaging, please contact Coben and Coben at 1-800, you know what I mean? It's because their drug safety standards are so laxed. It's true though. They're so laxed in America that we don't have that in Canada. We don't have, those commercials aren't even allowed in Canada. You don't, there's no commercial in Canada for those types of things unless it was a real lawsuit. And then they actually come out and say, Neoproxen, sorry, whoever created Neoproxen, has been recalled. If you've had Neoproxen, please contact us. In the States, this product's still on the shelf, and these lawyers are like, hey, have you had this product? Come see us. Because their FDA, or I think that's what's called, Food and Drug Association, FDA, is so laxed in the States. So I love the fact that Modere is like, yeah, we're not going to lower our standards to the FDA. I mean, herbal supplements are not, they don't go through FDA anyway, but they're like, we're so glad that we're not going to lower ourselves to that. So I came on and talked way more than I should have. I really just wanted to come and talk about the perks of being a customer, which I did talk about, and then I got into the whole Canadian versus American sites, and then I got into the whole FDA thing. So I'm going to go, I got to go feed Katrina. Cute. I'm going to post a picture. It was so cute today. We just got our probiotics yesterday, and this kid thinks they're candy. Katrina, come here for a second. I'll let her tell you. Come here, baby. Come here. I'm on live. Come here. That's fine. You're fine. No, fine. We're on live. Katrina, tell the people on live what Mommy brought you at school today at lunch that you didn't even want to eat your lunch. You wanted to eat first.
The
Probiotics.
Probiotics.
And why did you want to eat those before you ate your lunch?
Because they're really good.
She's like, she was telling her little friend. Don't say her name, but she was telling her little friend, and
At school?
yeah, she was like, what are you giving her? Because I work at her school. And I said, oh, it's something healthy. It's called a probiotic. It's good for her stomach. And she's like, okay, Katrina, you take it. And Katrina's like, she's like, doesn't need any help to take this. She's like, I'm good, thanks. Like, and I was like, I think you missed some. And she's like, oh, here, baby, here. Like, she loves it. And right now we're going to share them. Just to see, because it's good to start at a lower level, I believe. So we're sharing them, and she's like so jealous. She's like, I don't want you to take half of my probiotic. She's like, I want to take it. Like, I want the sugar. What do you mean you're taking half of my sugar? Anyway, so if you have some kids with some mood issues or any type of bowel issues, you can go now, baby. I would suggest that you get them the probiotic, and she loves it. It tastes like candy. But anyway, I've gone on timer, and I've said that more than once. So I'm going to go. So bye, guys.